Time is the most valued asset we have, but people pay money for the games which are literally called time killers, which kill time. So you pay money to let yourself waste something priceless. Hey everybody, Editor here. Welcome to my healthy keto mukbang. I prepared this wonderful feast for me here. I have a keto Caesar salad right here, absolutely delicious with some chicken. I have my jelly cake, today it turned out quite well. And finally I got a keto pizza, which is friggin' amazing. It's really good. This thick crust, it turned out delicious. I already tried it at lunch, it's awesome. As usual, I can't wait to dive right in, but first things first, my prayer and affirmations. Right, let's start here with the salad. This is just a Caesar salad, but it has some keto bread used for the croutons. And this bread, it's light, it's airy, and it's oh so delicious. Absolutely wonderful. I just love Caesar salad, and again I always wanted to make a keto version, but I had to perfect some form of keto bread. Now I have a quick keto bread I can make in the microwave in like 90 seconds, and it's so freaking good. Oops, I made a huge mistake and decided to heat my drink. Oh, it's now freaking hot. Okay, the drink will now have to go somewhere, like on the floor, because it's too freaking hot right here. Holy crap, that's a mistake. Wanted to heat this pizza, but used the wrong button for it. Anyways, today I wanted to talk about how we misappropriate value and apply value to things which really aren't the best value, actually, while we don't apply proper value to things which are of great value. It all started with the fact that I often say on my streams when I cook that an experiment is a success if you did it, and failure if you did not do it. It doesn't mean it's a failure if it's like a failed experiment, when you tried something and it didn't work. That's not a failure, that's a success. If you did the experiment, you succeeded, regardless of if you failed or not in the experiment itself. Okay, now it's appropriate. And today I thought about it, and it kind of struck me that there is this unifying principle in the world where people, they give a lot of value to success and they give zero or negative value to failures. Well, in fact, failures give us way more than successes do. In many activities, success is often pure luck. Of course, it's not like pure luck in terms of you haven't done anything. Of course not. You gotta do something to be able to leverage the success, to be able to leverage your luck, to be able to grasp the opportunity which opens for you. So you still have to do some work to be able to take advantage of the opportunity. But when you succeed, it's luck. For example, I'm trying a new recipe from the internet. Is this recipe good, or will it be a disaster? Or some life hack, whatever. It can be both good, or it can be both good or bad. It can be both success and a disaster. It's not up to me. It's up to the author of the recipe. If he recorded a poorly recorded recipe, made a mistake, or if the recipe is just not very reliable, I can fail. If not, I'll succeed, right? So in some sense, I'm at his mercy. And when I cook something for the first time, which I never cooked before, following someone's instructions blindly and I succeed, it's mostly because I got lucky and I found a recipe which is easy to follow and which works. Of course I had to look for recipes, choose the recipe according to my sense, my common sense, my skills, like study the recipe and say, okay, this might not work, but this looks like it will work. And so then, after I selected the recipe from the bunch of recipes, the final result is not up to me, it's up to pure luck. If something is wrong, the recipe will fail. If everything is good, it will succeed. So when I succeed, what do I know? Nothing. Maybe I just randomly picked a good recipe, or maybe the issue with the recipe hasn't come out during this time I cooked it. But what if it fails? Or in this case, I learned something. I might find out, okay, I made this oversight here, I haven't noticed this discrepancy, I could have known it wouldn't work. Or I might learn, okay, this combination doesn't work. Or this produces a different result. Like I was trying for so long to make a good, battered keto dish. For example, battered pork to make sweet and sour pork, gubao roll, or fish and chips on keto. And by trying recipes on the internet, which don't work, I found out why. Because you cannot do it like the authors of the recipe expected to work, like just replace the flours, because the flours, the almond flours, they don't have gluten, they are not like sticky like the typical starch and flour is. So when you have your flour, you make a batter and you put your meat into this batter and then you deep fry it, the batter sticks to the meat. But if you make this batter from the almond flour, it just disperses into the oil and you get a soggy, like spongy batter on the pork, which is like very filled with oil and not very tasty, like soggy, oily. And you have all these breadcrumbs floating around from almond flour, which burn and make the oil go bad very quickly. And when you fail, you learn something. You learn something which doesn't work. You learn something which can give you a hint of an incoming failure. But when you succeed, what do you learn? Nothing. Maybe you did everything right, or maybe you did everything right and something you did wrong was insignificant, or maybe you just got lucky, or maybe whatever. So in terms of progress, failures are way more valuable than successes. In terms of what you actually gain, a failure gives you usually more value. It's just more valuable than a success. But naturally, no one likes failures, right? People want to be successful, people want to have success. And so we crave success, and so that's how we operate. So we give more value to something which ultimately gives us less value. Because say I cook some dish, what's the benefit? Okay, I have to eat something today. Like I have some food today, that's it. This salad, it's so good. So if I cook this correctly, I get some food today. If I fail, I learn something new, which benefits me for my whole life. I found out something, I get some new skill, I get some new knowledge. So this sets me up for a life of success in the future. This sets me up for so much benefit. Like I will from now on avoid one mistake, which I could make over and over, if I would not have studied this failure and extracted this knowledge. So when you do not apply value to failures and try to just forget them and get on with it, you lose this tremendous value that the failure gives you, which could leverage your whole life and make your whole life so much more productive. And that's like mind-boggling. Okay, I'll be quickly back with the magic of video editing after I warm this pizza so it's absolutely the best it could be. So, be right back. Alright, that should be better. Now this pizza should be absolutely delicious. Hot and absolutely gorgeous. Let's have a taste. Oh yes. Look at it. It's just like the real pizza. It's a thick, chewy crust. Which tastes just like bread should. Full of air bubbles, soft. Absolutely amazing. And so we apply value inappropriately. We value things which are less valuable and don't value at all, or avoid things which are actually very valuable. Another example would be how people hate to pay for information, for knowledge. People like to find free guides, free courses, free information, free hints, free coaching sessions, free whatever. So you waste your time trying to find this free information. The information you find is of suspect quality because you don't know if it's valuable or not. You don't know if it's fake or if it's good. How? You know. So you waste time, which is priceless. Sift through all this garbage. In the end, you have something which you picked up out of all this garbage, which might be good, might be not, I don't know. Instead of paying a tried and true professional who will teach you, share with you the information which he handpicked, which is proven to be good. But I myself know how hard it is to pay for a course or for a book when your mind is like, it's a bad deal because you can get it for free. But free information, it has negative value because you are spending your time and effort to find this information, which is again priceless. Your time is limited, it's priceless. But people pay for luxury items and things they just don't need, or just throw away, or just stop using after a while. All the junk, like get a new iPhone every year or something like that. Or pay for mobile games which kill time killers they're called. It's like insane. You pay to waste your time. Holy crap. Think about it. Time is the most valued asset we have, but people pay money for the games which are literally called time killers, which kill time. So you pay money to let yourself waste something priceless. Like, what's wrong with the world? I don't know. Anyways. And that's the point I'm trying to make. We misappropriate value. We value things which are outright harmful, or evil, or useless. And we don't value things which are very good. Our default valuing system is completely broken and makes us do bad decisions in life. Man, this pizza. I mean, it's very high on calories. That's why I'm only having half a pizza today. I mean, half a pizza per meal. Had the other half at lunch. But yeah, it's quite high on calories, but holy crap, is it delicious. Like, it's worth every calorie. Literally. Let's try some barbecue sauce. Good, but it's fine by its own. The table is still very hot. Too hot for the glass. Absolutely amazing. Like, if you ordered pizza and got this, you would not be disappointed. Even if you don't know about keto, about all this stuff, on its own, this pizza is friggin' tasty. Like often with my wife ordered pizza, back when she could order typical pizza with gluten, she would leave these outer places uneaten, like she would leave them away, leave them aside, not eat them because she said like they are not very tasty. I ate them because I was like, don't want to waste the food I paid for. But yeah, they weren't very tasty. Here, they are so good. You don't want to throw them away. You wouldn't throw them away, no. People value entertainment. They value things that, like, give a small boost of dopamine, like shopping, you know. And dopamine high passes and you need more shopping to get this high again. Or some emotional entertainment, something crazy, something cool, whatever. Jump with a rope, with a parachute, enjoy some experience. But these things are like dead ends. They're a waste. They could be the spice of life, but they should not be the main dish. And core things in life should be way more important. But they are not. That's how society works. I'm sorry. And that's appalling. Holy crap, such a good pizza. Like literally, this is the best dough. And it's so simple as well. Eggs, egg whites, almond flour, and some yeast. Some water, of course. And it turns out so well. Every time. And holy crap, how tasty it is. And so if we would only align our values according to the actual benefit, the world will change so much. Like, again, think about general value, money. What do we value? We value these coins, pieces of paper, numbers in our bank accounts, which are like some sort of promise from our governments and nothing else. They don't have any worth themselves, and they hinge on the fact that the government supplies them and like provides some reinforcement for them. And we don't value the real things. Like in some countries, the price of a life of a human is so cheap. Our nature, our the lifespan of our planet's ecosystem is basically worth nothing. That's why we have to create all these laws and all these penalties and all these subsidies to try to force commercial companies and businesses to behave more environmentally friendly. Because if you take just the money, then it's more efficient and more valuable to disregard nature, to pollute the planet, to destroy this planet, destroy the ecosystem, kill the animals, burn forests, basically just wreak havoc. Energy is quite finite. We are in a world which constantly loses energy. There is entropy. We are in a world which, like on our planet, we don't yet have a very good way to have renewable sources of energy. They are not yet on par with limited and exhaustible sources of energy, like fossil fuels, oil, coal. So we value things which are worth nothing and don't value things which are very important. So many people value money more than relationships, more than connection with other human beings. They call themselves realistic and pragmatic, but that's terrible. And so on and so forth. I'm definitely making more of this. This pizza is so delicious. Absolutely wonderful. I just can't, it's so good, freaking hell. It's so tasty, it's so delicious. I should try to make this a stuffed crust. With this dough, it should be very easy. Very easy. Yep. Because you can easily roll it twice as thin at the edge. Put some cheese there and close it. We'll see. But yeah, so good. I'm just at a loss for words how good this is. Again, it's just like a real pizza. You wouldn't complain if you just ordered a typical pizza and you got this. It stands as a ground against the normal pizza, and it's even better because it's so tasty. Because it's high on calories, of course, the bread part. That's it here. Should be cooler out here. Okay. Let's get to this jelly cake, keto jelly cake. Today it's fine. It cooked well. It's a total success, not a failure, which is refreshing. I do have to whisk the egg whites more though, so they are more airy when the cake rises more. Otherwise, it's great. And again, this thing is so good because it's like 160 calories in this whole plate. Even though it has this huge amount of cake. Yeah, it could use some puffiness, so I need to whisk the eggs more, the egg whites. The cake is just egg whites, almond flour and whey protein and some sweetener. It's a ridiculously easy recipe. And then some gelatin, sweetener and water for the jelly, some flavor color and some fake apples, zucchini, made to taste like apples. So you get this apple cake out of it. And holy crap, it's so enjoyable. So yeah, if we really look into what gives us true value, what gives us true worth, what gives us something which improves our lives, as a humanity, as a whole, everything would change. if we would just value not what our dopamine tells us to desire, but what actually brings us value and worth, life would be so much different. Problem is, it's so easy to relax and let your body take over. And then you move on this autopilot where you just cling to things which are providing immediate pleasure. And unfortunately, it worked in the past. In the modern world, it doesn't work. So pleasures like this, they should remain the spice of life, but the core should be something which gives you growth and value and moves your life forward. This is just a small distraction, a rest, and some spice of life, some juice of life. But if you chase the pleasure as the core, everything's gonna go sideways. Again, this is so tasty and so easy to make, so quick and very low calorie. And keto friendly, almost no carbs. Only a tiny bit in the almond flour. It all begins with small things, like mistakes, and then you can see the bigger picture and the bigger picture, and then like you wonder why didn't anyone else notice it before. We really do value things inappropriately, and really if you start valuing things properly, so much changes for the better in your life. It's like mind-blowing. Absolutely friggin' delicious. Thank you all very much for being with me today. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so that you'll be the first one to know when I release another keto mukbang video. And then check out this playlist right here for more healthy keto mukbangs you will definitely enjoy. I love you all and see you all again real soon.